June finale, and I hate to break it to y'all, but I've literally done hardly anything. I feel, I honestly can't remember exactly where I left off on my Soda Stitch sewing cats. I have not finished the shelf that I said I was going to finish, but a couple of things. So I think my last video I talked about I needed to get new glasses, and like I've been getting like I was having like head tension and like slight headaches and stuff like that because of it, and I would get like dizzy and nauseous and kind of like woozy. Well, I got my new glasses, so aren't they so cute? So one, they're smaller on my face, which I've always had up until last year. Last year was my first year since I was like a kid at having like big bug glasses. And I really love them, but I do feel more comfortable and more confident in smaller frames. I feel like they fit my face a little bit better. Phil confirmed, so thank you. And I think Drew did too. Well, either one or both of y'all told me that it just fits my face better, and I'd agree. I really agree. I wanted something new, because I had done tortoiseshell small square glasses for literally like 7 years straight, and I just needed like a completely different change, like jet black matte giant frames. What I needed. So these are my new ones. I love them, but the thing is that I got them on Monday afternoon, and Tuesday and Wednesday at work I was doing a 9 to 4 straight on the computer advanced training course for Adobe Captivate for this big project that I have at work. Well, that's why my training got pushed through sooner. So lots of computer work. Tuesday, I worked on Soda Cats a little bit, but I didn't work on it consistently because having to focus with just having the glasses and being on the computer so much, just having the glasses, started making me really like nauseous and lightheaded. And the same thing happened Wednesday. Got home, felt great, did my Facebook Live, which we'll get to not in this video, but I'm recording it tonight. So forget I said that. But I did do a Facebook Live Wednesday night, and I was going to finish the shelf that I'm working on Soda Cats, and literally about 30 minutes right after I finished that, I had to like feed the cats and feed the dog and do a few things for, like myself. And it got so bad that I laid myself on the couch. My friend was supposed to come over. I unlocked the door and I hadn't eaten. I realized like way later that I had barely eaten during the day. Like I had a protein fruit shake for breakfast that I made myself, and for lunch I had Brussels sprouts, and that was it. So my friend brought me some food whenever she came over, and I started feeling better as the night went on from that, but I was still really kind of like lightheaded whenever I was walking. So yeah, I didn't get to finish it, but I did get a little bit more progress. But I do still have white in the embroidery hoop and a little bit more outlining on the second cat and on the needle. But this is where I'm at with Soda Cats. So you can kind of see how much I have left in the embroidery hoop. I'm trying to angle it so you can see. But some of the fabric is light, so you can't see it. But down here, it's around all of these like cross stitches, and then it's this upper part around these cross stitches. So not a whole lot. The cat is done. I needed a switch from white so I could do some of the outlining. So I did a line of, I did 1 needle's worth of black, and then I went back to white, and that's kind of where I started feeling not so hot, and I put it down. So I'll either get this finished tonight or tomorrow, but it will be before the end of the weekend. I'm showing this because I honestly can't remember if I showed where I was at with this in my last video, but this is the one that I've been taking to work on at lunch. And it is my Ouija board. And I have like a loose needle in here. Hold on. But I know that I've showed it on Facebook Live where it's at right now, but I can't remember if I've showed it in a video to you guys or if I showed it in my last weekend vlog. I don't remember. But this is where I'm at, so I am officially halfway done. So I have the top row of letters, the yes, no, and then right above this key is the corner, so it's only going to come to about right here. And I have the sun or the moon, the sun, and then the giant bat in the center. So a lot of progress has been made, like pretty much all of this motif and all up here and like all of these letters have been accomplished this month on my lunch breaks. I haven't been working on it every day, but a lot of progress the days that I have been working on it. So I'm pretty okay with that. That is my progress, guys. I do have some other stuff to show you, though, so don't think that nothing else is, this is like the shortest video ever. And it still probably will be pretty short. But I got a Stitchy Kindness this week. And I've already thanked Brittany from Itty Bitty Stitchy. I know that I've talked about this in my Haid videos, but Brittany and I have known each other since, I believe, junior high. Since junior high. And we were friends in junior high and in high school. Back then, I was a little bit closer at times to her brother, her twin brother that she's talked about. But as we've gotten older, I've gotten closer to Brittany. And y'all know that I talk to her almost every single day. And lately, I've mentioned a couple of times about keeping certain things private in these videos. Like I'm pretty much, for the most part, open to share almost everything with you. But there are just some things that I'm not going to. And I've shared them with some individuals, and that's my choice. But there have been some things going on that I've just needed a little extra oomph every once in a while for the last couple of months. And there's nothing wrong with that. I personally don't want to go into detail. So just say a little prayer for me. I'm doing much better. And I'm doing much better. But this definitely did come at a very perfect time. I knew about one of the items, but I didn't know about the other two. So I really want to share them. So I got a very panda-filled Stitchy Kindness bag. Not a box. This is a box. But she sent me an original 3D crystal puzzle, and it is a panda because I am a fan of Lego. I have a ton of Legos, and they've never come out with a panda that wasn't the Duplo panda that's literally just a giant figurine. But they've never come out with like a panda kit, and I don't have the talent or skill to design my own. So she saw this and she got it for me to send to me. Super cute, and I can't wait to put this together. I'm actually usually pretty quick at these puzzles, so I'm pretty excited about it. Another thing in this package is this really cute panda notebook. It is sparkly, if you can see that. And this side is not, but it's super colorful, very vibrant, very fun, like rainbowy paper edges with lined paper. And this is something that I'm going to start just writing random things in as I think of them, inspiration, stuff like that. I don't know if there will be a set theme or topics, but I'm really excited to use this just to use this. Let's just leave it at that. Because if I don't, I'll say too much, guys. The other thing is I got this really awesome card which says your mischief is magic, and it's really funny because sometimes in our chat me and Michelle will reference Harry Potter all the time, and Brittany is totally not a Potter person, and she's a Potter person, my Potter, but not a Harry Potter person. Like she doesn't know all of the ins and outs about it, but I'm kind of the same. Her and Michelle say some stuff about Alice in Wonderland, and I love Alice in Wonderland, but I don't know it as much as they do. And I'm sometimes like, what are y'all talking about? And they're like, Alice in Wonderland. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's kind of the same concept, but it's really funny because I don't know if she knew this or not. I actually haven't asked her, but I don't know if she knew this or not, but Mischief Managed is a Harry Potter thing, and Harry Potter is magic. So, I don't know if that was kind of done on purpose, but I love the card regardless. And inside, I'll go ahead and read it, but it just says, hey, hon, I know life has dealt you some tough hands. Just wanted you to know I'm always here for you. You are seriously one of the most amazing, kind-hearted people I have ever known. Love you to pieces, Brittany. And, I mean, I was having a really good day the day that I got this, but she just knows lately I've needed it. But attached to my wonderful little card was the cutest needle minder, which makes this package officially Stitchy Kindness. And that's this adorable panda needle minder. Look how freaking adorable this is. And so that's why I said this package is totally panda'd out. It is so cute. I absolutely love it. I love it so much. And I'm just trying not to say too much more because I will cry. I will cry. And we don't need that. One more thing that I got, if you don't know what this package means, it means it's from the Frosted Pumpkin. And I can't find scissors. Oh, it has a pull tab. I'm a doof. They don't always have pull tabs. These do now. I keep forgetting. So they released a new 7th birthday for Sugarloaf pattern, and I did not go all FOMO. I think I said it in my live the other day. I still love all of my Frosted Pumpkin patterns. I have a ton of starts of them. I have tons of patterns that I've bought that I haven't started yet, and I still want to do them, and I'm still going to buy Frosted Pumpkin patterns. However, my tastes are slightly changing, and I think y'all have kind of noticed that possibly. My plans involve a lot of prims, and part of that is not necessarily that I'm just now getting into prims. I've always wanted to I've always wanted to have prims in my rotation, in my collection, but I'm just now starting, I probably shouldn't say just now starting, because I've known about a few of them for probably 6 months now. But I'm just now starting to purchase and discover more prims that I like. And whenever I say that I like a lot of things that a lot of y'all are working on, but I used to buy every pattern that I liked, and I never started half of them. And now my taste has changed so much that I might not ever start some of those patterns that I've bought. And it's not like I can gift them to people because a lot of them are PDFs. And so I just have them. It's money that I may or may not ever use. So I've gotten a lot more. I still buy the random pattern that I may or may not ever do because I just love it that much. But I have gotten a lot more conscious of, as much as I like it, as beautiful as it is, will I actually stitch it? And if I were to stitch it, where in the heck am I going to put it in my house? How would I ever consider finishing it? And if I can't come up with any good reasons or anything, I'm trying to stay away from it. So a lot of the prims that I've been talking about lately are ones that I've seriously been considering and have finally started purchasing to start. And whenever I mean like start, like as soon as I have the fabric and the pattern in hand, I literally want to start it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I do want the birthday pattern eventually because I could see that being really cute to make for some of my friends' kids as they get a little bit older. Probably wouldn't do it for some of them now because they're just too young. Like I would actually want to give it to them and have them know what it is and appreciate it to any level of a degree. But with that being said, I'm still obsessed with their needle minders, and I did get the 2 special needle minders. So as always, we get our little zipper pouch. In the little pouch for the needle minders, I got a What Are You Stitching in 2017 floss card. Y'all know I do not use these, but they're cute nonetheless, and this is themed after the stitch along for this year. And I bet you it's the cupcake. It's the cupcake card. As always, unless it's a Halloween kit or unless it's a Halloween kit or Halloween related, you don't get the pumpkin with the crow. You always get the cupcake. And while I love the cupcake, I would really, really love for them to come out with another fun freebie that they send in all their packages. Because I've literally gotten the cupcake probably 25 times. I don't know if I should admit that or not. That's a lot of times to get a package from one company. As always, I have my receipt with my personalized thank you, and they always spell my name right, which is the biggest appreciation I could ever ask for. And these needle minders in hand are so cute. And I will show the cupcake first because honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot smaller than what it is, which I'm very, very excited about. Their needle minders are always made by A Needle Runs Through It. Her work is amazing. She's on Etsy if you haven't ever heard of her or seen her. It's fantastic. But it's A Needle Runs Through It. And this is the cupcake one. Pretty adorable. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. The pictures kind of made it look really like tiny, which I was actually kind of excited for. But this one is really, really a nice size. And it's really pretty. I will set it next to my finger to give you a size reference-ish. Because we all have different lengths of fingers. But you know what I mean. Like from here to here is an inch, so I thought that would kind of look awkward. It's probably about 1.5 inches-ish. The next one is one of the most adorable ones, in my opinion, I think, that they've come out with. I will say, they keep on coming out with patterns with cactuses. I would love to see a cactus. Just throwing it out there. So this is the other one, and this is Happy Birthday, Jack and Sugarloaf. Look at the little balloon. It has a smiley face. It's so cute. The smiley face kind of gets lost a little bit on the balloon because his eyes kind of look like the decoration on him, but if you look really closely, the decoration on the balloon, and I can't hold it straight enough to really show you. It's not focusing. The decoration on the balloon are little stars, so in person you can tell a difference. But look how cute they are. So adorable. So that's my little bit of haul. And I have finished a book since we last talked. 2 books. 2 books. I finished Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass. What's the full title? You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I gave this a 4, and I mostly gave it a 4 because majority of the book I felt like I could have written myself. It was a good read, and it's a lot of good advice, but it's stuff that I've literally told myself and I haven't always followed through on. So it was more of just like hearing a reinforcement of what I know I should be doing. But it was pretty good. I feel like some of it was a little bit too chit-chatty and a little bit too much of the storytelling that kind of annoyed me. But I did listen to it in an audiobook. And I think I wasn't digging. I don't think, maybe if I would have read it myself, like in my own head with like what I thought she sounded like, maybe it could be different. But the author actually narrated it. I finished 3 books. I did listen to The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. I gave this a 3, and I don't even know why I gave it a 3. It's not a very long, it's an hour-long audiobook because the book is only like 64 pages, and it's more like a short story thing. It's about a chick who gives hand jobs for a living and almost gets killed because she goes back with a guy once, and his wife, or somehow his wife finds out and tries to kill both of them. It was the weirdest hour of my life. That's not true, but recently. That was a weird one. I don't even know why I gave it a 3. It was pretty awful. And nothing in the description for this book talks about how much this book talks about giving hand jobs and blowjobs. Nothing. No details. There's nothing to lead you to believe that you will feel uncomfortable for half of this thing. Just saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't recommend. But I'm finishing up the other 2 books, and it's the only other thing, so I figured why not. I did finish All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. I gave it a 3. And I'll tell you why. Maybe I did give The Grown Up a 2. No, I gave it a 3. I'll tell you why. The last, 2 chapters were really good. Did not see that coming. So the person that told me just keep on reading, it gets better. It did get better. And I did not expect that ending on who did what they did. I didn't expect it. I really didn't. However, and I wrote this in my Goodreads post after I rated it, I couldn't, the ending was not good enough for me to surpass how much I hated the flow of the book. And the content of the book was good. The writing of the book was good. The writing style and the flow was not good, in my opinion. People that really like All the Missing Girls, more power to you. If it was a movie, it might make more sense to me, but at the same time, I still think it would annoy the crap out of me being backwards. I didn't like it, and as good as the ending was, because honestly, the ending is really good. Thank you for telling me to stick it out. The ending is really, really, really good, and it's not what you expect it's going to be. However, it wasn't good enough for me to get over the fact that I hated the flow so much and some of the writing style. So that's why I gave it a 3. I would have made it a 4 if the ending, I don't know. I debated. I really wanted to give it a 4 just because the ending was that good, but at the same time, I hated listening to it 9 out of the 10 hours. How do you give something a 4 just because the ending was good? I just couldn't validate it enough. So those are my opinions on those books. Again, if you liked them, that's fantastic. That's why there's a gazillion genres of books out there, but they just weren't for me. They just weren't as great as I was hoping they were going to be based on what my friends have said. But at the same time, take that with a grain of salt. Sometimes we're simpatico on stuff, and sometimes we're not. It happens. It's life. But I hope that all of y'all have had a great June, a great stitchy month, and I love you all. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys.